Death battle. Spider-Man and Deku.
Miles Morales versus Izuku Midoriya.
Spider-Man
Why are the
versus
captions on, bruh? The fuck? Turn that shit up, bruh.
Deku. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
All right, let's take this from the top again. This is Peter Parker. He was bitten by a radioactive spider, and for who knows how long, he's been the one and only Spider-Man.
Miles,
A friendly neighbor
why is
to
it talking about
all of
Spider-Man?
New York City. In a universe filled with super soldiers, hulking green Goliaths, and world-shattering gods, Spider-Man is there to look out for the little guy.
But in a multiverse of infinite possibilities, that doesn't always last forever. Like in Universe 1610, when NYC's Webhead got iced on the job.
The city was left without its protector.
Wait, my dumbass paused the video, bruh.
Its protector.
I don't even know what I was gonna say
Unfortunately,
after that.
Peter wasn't the only one who got bit. Enter Miles Morales.
Oh yeah, what I was gonna say at least before that shit got cut off. I thought they were gonna just use the movies and the games until I continued watching, and then it was showing that it was comics too. So I was like, oh, and then I saw it was cut. So I said, well, damn, bro, I gotta put these shits together, bro, too.
A young teen from Brooklyn just trying to figure out his place in the world, and now he had it thrust upon him.
The canon event to start all canon events. Now it was
17,
Miles'
bruh?
turn to be the hero the Big Apple needed, and he had all the
What? Likes Naruto, Dragon Ball, and JoJo's. Is this even in their universe? Dislikes canon events, GameSpot, Pop. Bro, what the fuck is these?
usual spider kit to help him out.
This spider carried the Oz formula, a genetics-enhancing serum that granted Miles superhuman strength,
That's what they
speed,
called
and the ability to alter his body's electron attraction to crawl along any surface.
And you can't forget that classic spider sense, an internal warning system that lets Miles know about incoming threats so he can react ahead of time. He even got an upgrade that acts like a radar, letting him see through stuff.
But no spider person is complete without their
got
web
that?
shooters.
Wait.
Given to him by Peter's
Spider powers, wall crawling, radar, spider sense, invisibility, venom punch, venom shock, venom blast, venom mega, venom saber. The fuck? Bioelectric webs, absorption, overdrive.
Aunt May, these
Where the hell
webs
was
have
all
all
that
sorts
from?
of applications
think
between
they had that in the
swinging,
game.
grabbing, restraining, projectiling, and being made into constructs.
web-
Not having Peter around to
what?
show him the ropes made things a lot tougher,
He
though.
didn't even make 'em
and
himself?
between mishaps with wall crawling and web slinging, Miles got off to a rocky start.
Like any typical teenager, he had a lot of self-doubt. Could he keep up in school? What was the right way to talk to girls?
And how could he live up to being Spider-Man when one of the villains he had to face turned out to be his very own uncle? Makes family dinner so awkward. All that, trying to kill you stuff.
Fortunately, Miles had a leg up on every other superhero known to man.
Living parents! Better yet, loving
I mean,
parents.
he got 'em
They
both.
supported him when things got tough, even if they didn't always see eye to eye. And thanks to them, he learned that the best way to be Spider-Man wasn't to do it like Peter, but to do it his own way.
And it helped that this particular spider had a bit more to its bite than Peter's. Miles has a variety of unique powers, like invisibility and venom.
Not like
And
Tom
he's
Hardy.
the only one that got these, huh?
Oh, it is weird to give your main power the
Nah, all
same
that
name
don't-
as one of your
I
bad
don't even
guys.
think any
Come
of the
on,
other
Spidey,
Spider-Mans got all
branding is
that.
important.
Miles can harness his own bioelectric energy and weaponize it, which is especially effective against individuals with genetic mutations.
Punching, absorbing, blasting, mega blasting. Hell, he can even make electric constructs out of this stuff, like biowebbing and a damn sword. Jeez, what kind of spider was this?
Oh,
It's not
that.
entirely science fiction.
Oh, he really
Studies
got
have
a
shown that
sword,
certain
huh?
species of spiders, such as the Linophiidae, have a process known as ballooning. By spinning a thread of their silk, they can use the Earth's natural electric fields to fly, traveling up to hundreds of miles.
Yo,
No pun
these
intended.
freaking spiders
Well, whatever kind of...
fly, bruh? This is the first time I'm seeing this. Motherfucker gonna be flying in my window, bruh. Oh,
bite it
hell
was,
nah.
it gave Miles the edge he needed to
You know
find
they
his
fly,
worth as
man?
Spider-Man.
Miles can dodge gunshots, missiles, and lightning bolts. He survived all sorts of beatings, including a building exploding on top of him.
Oh, geez, Spidey could lift
What about the one
buildings
in
and
the
dodge
game?
light speed attacks, and Miles is more than a match for him.
Like the time he absorbed the energy of a bomb that was going to vaporize Harlem. a blast that would have equaled 15 million tons of TNT.
He's gotten kudos from a ton of older heroes too, becoming a member of the New Ultimates and the Avengers. He even helped form
he's
the
in the
Champions, a team of teenage superheroes with the likes of Miss Marvel and Ironheart.
The king of Wakanda himself even suited him up with some Wakandan vibranium.
The same stuff as T'Challa's own suit. This super rare and tough metal can absorb kinetic energy and vibrational impacts.
It helps to regulate
Wait, so how you
Miles'
get all
venom
that?
powers too, allowing him to better control his electrical output.
The vibranium is thinner
I
to
guess it
better
just
fit
hooks
his
him up.
acrobatic fighting style, but it can still shake off most fatal attacks like they're nothing.
He getting
This
hand-me-downs while Peter out here making everything from scratch, man.
stuff is tough enough that Deadpool's swords have shattered against it.
Though it's not as durable as, say, Captain America's shield, and enough kinetic
Yo,
energy
is he
will
gonna be in
overload
the
it.
game,
Don't be
bro?
near it when it does, or you'll end up like the Falcon here when he used his vibranium wings to stop a bomb that was gonna blow up New York City. That's twice now. Does any other city have to deal with this stuff?
But when vibranium and spider powers still aren't enough, Miles can push his electrical output into overdrive.
Giving him huge boosts in strength and speed, and making him a whole lot zappier. It's your classic shonen power-up, and he knows it too. He's a bit of a weeb, and has a thing for mimicking some favorites.
Despite his initial insecurities, Miles has more than managed to live up to his predecessor, no longer standing in his shadow, but side by side.
Literally, his universe got blown up, and he was sent to the main 616 timeline, along with his family. And now it's him and Peter as a pair of
His
spider
universe
bros.
blew up, bruh? And he got here?
He's even become one of the big players of the Spider-Verse, teaming up with all sorts of other spider variants to defend the multiverse.
There's anime
Yo,
spider
that movie
people,
got
robot spider
delayed
people, dinosaur spider people, spider
for
spider people,
27.
a whole lot of them, each with their own way of getting the job done. Miles even led them into battle against the Inheritors, a bunch of interdimensional vampire assholes.
hell?
This is what Stan Lee was
Spider-Man with a
proudest
skirt?
of in his favorite superhero. Regardless of who they were, any sort of person could wear the mask and do the right thing. For so long as we stay true to ourselves and help others in our own unique ways, then anyone can be a hero. But what is a hero?
that was
to the
quick.
citizens
That
of
was a quick
Japan,
summary.
there
I
was
guess
no
he
one
didn't
more
have much.
synonymous with the word than their symbol of peace.
I only know
All
first
Might,
season of
the
Deku.
big numero uno,
Crybaby
with a
ass.
smile on his face,
That's why
he
you
could
gonna
save
lose.
anyone and win any fight, no matter what.
Or so it seemed. After a battle with his arch nemesis All For One, All Might was grievously injured. His time as a beacon of hope was coming to an end, and he would need to find someone to pass on the torch.
In this
he got
world,
hand-me-down,
most human
bro. That's
beings
what he
evolved
got.
to have their own individual superpowers, or quirks, but not everyone is lucky enough to get one. Like this kid named Izuku Midoriya, or as local bully
I feel like,
Bakugo like
bro,
to
this
call
gonna be
him,
my
the
little
good
shit.
for
I feel like the anime, well, I mean, that's why I'm not writing that shit, but like, how I would have done it was have that fool not get the powers, bro. Cause bro, like, if he was just right there with his head, bro, he was just a human, man. He could have been like the Batman of their universe, bro. But no, he tried to get him hand-me-downs. Well, I mean, I guess they both got hand-me-downs now, so I guess that's a fair fight then.
nothing Deku.
Izuku wanted to save people just like All
16?
Might, but even his idol told him
24
that he would
post-time.
have to give
Is
up
that
on his
post-time skip?
dreams.
Forever the beta
Is that
male in the
seven
shadow of
quirks?
Bakugo and his
I thought this dude
Sigma
only had
quirk,
one.
until he got the chance to alpha up and lend his rival
not
a
hero.
helping hand, proving himself
What the hell
worthy of
happened?
All Might's torch.
And so, after months of training, Izuku was granted All Might's quirk, One for All. This power
was
allows him
given,
to boost
bro,
his
'cause he
strength to
kept
incredible
crying, man.
heights, using it for smashing attacks named after specific US locales, and a soccer club.
Or football, as they call it.
Straight punches, spikes, even finger flicks, One for All is the ultimate in strength-enhancing quirks.
The first time he used it, Izuku destroyed this giant robot in a single blow, on accident. Too bad it wasn't the only thing he destroyed, though. Damn, that looks like it hurts.
One for All's power was so great that the recoil would shatter Izuku's limbs when he used it. In the hands of an improper vessel, One for All could cause their body to explode, so Izuku would need to continuously train to master it at his Hero Academia.
Say that again.
UA High.
Here he'd be inspired
an
by
edit
Girly
of
Pop
that, too.
Uraraka to turn his zero name into
that
his
shit was
hero
hard.
name. becoming the Deku who always does his best.
Something that he may
And
have taken
cry,
too
bro.
far.
When it
Every
came
damn
to
time I've
saving
seen this dude's
people,
crying.
Do Your Best here had a bad habit of putting others way before himself. Sure, everyone else was okay, but he'd be good for nothing all over again if he got himself paralyzed.
So to cut down on his hospital
he go
bill,
crying
he developed
again.
full cowling. Instead of using his quirk in short bursts, he would continuously spread the energy across his body at low percentages, using it for acrobatics inspired by Bakugo's explosive movements.
And with that new thinking came a new fighting style, shoot style. To use a stronger limb that'd be less likely to break, Deku took a page from Nerd Emoji Ida's book and switched to focusing on kicks to pack in more of a punch. Yeah.
And that power would be needed. After a climactic battle with
Bro, I
All
got
for
no
One,
clue what's
All
happening.
Might would be forced into retirement, just a few months into Deku's training. Now it was his turn to face this demon lord.
But he didn't have to do it alone. Just as All Might had passed One for All onto Deku, it had been passed onto All Might by his master, and onto her by her master. One for All was a power that was built upon for generations.
The quirks of the previous users of One for All manifested in Deku, along with their spirits.
Bro, what
or
in the Avatar
vestiges,
state is
to
this
help
shit?
him in his battle against All for One.
Black Whip gives him
Who about
energy
to mess up
tendrils
that
to swing
whole
around and
timeline?
restrain foes. They can also brace his arms and manually control his muscles if he can't move.
Float allows him to soar high into the sky. By
Wait, so
combining
he
it
do
with
got the
controlled
quirk?
blasts
Wait,
of
is he
pressurized
really
air,
the
he can
Avatar, bro?
effectively fly.
Danger Sense detects incoming threats and unease, letting Deku react in advance. Though it's mostly like an alarm bell and doesn't tell him specifics like location or number of threats. Familiar?
Smokescreen lets
Yeah,
him
this is the
create a
Avatar, bro.
smokescreen. But he can use it at full blast to create a bigger smokescreen.
That's swell and all, but the real meat is in Fajin. After building up kinetic energy within his body, Deku can unleash it for
What is
bursts
all
of
this? I ain't
strength
never
and
seen
speed.
clips of
He's combined it with Black Whip to create the powerful Black Chain binding attack, and can use it in conjunction with full cowling to achieve faux 100%, equaling All Might's full level of power without any recoil.
He once used it to outspeed a bullet shot by Lady Nagant, a former hero turned villain who has a sniper rifle for an arm. I think I'm in
that's
love.
just hard.
Nagant's bullet once crossed a distance of around 215 kilometers within a fraction of a second. That's 6,700 times faster
Where did the
than
bullets
sound.
come from,
And Deku
man?
was moving so fast, the bullet seemed like it was standing still.
And he can go even faster than that with his
The hell
final
is
quirk,
that?
Gear Shift.
By touching a target, he can control
this
its
stole
speed
from
without
Luffy.
abiding by the laws of inertia. He can slow down foes to leave them frozen in the air, or move so fast he can punch multiple
One for
times in
all
an instant.
gear.
Even All for One's own protege Shigaraki couldn't track him.
Bro, what the
And this
hell
is a
is
dude who
this?
can catch light speed laser beams.
It does have a time limit though. After 5 minutes of continuous use, Deku's body will catch up to his speed, suffocating him as his cells become unable to take in oxygen.
Not nearly as bad as One for All was suffocating him, though. He's been doing all of this shit in just the 10th grade. I hadn't even figured out you can breathe through your nose at that point.
The pressure of having to save his friends, the country, the
From
entire
the 10th
world
grade?
weighed on Deku. So he left UA to fight this war alone.
But alone was never where Deku fought best. Having come from nothing, his admiration for his peers gave him strength, just as they admired his strength and desire to help others. Even Bakugo came around to him.
So
Well,
when
what
it came
happened?
time to finally put that demon lord back in hell, his classmates, teachers, mom, friends, enemy, and everyone else supported and cheered him on. Because that was the greatest threat to All for One's reign all along.
Not
The
All
power
Might,
of
not
friendship.
Deku,
What
not
is
even
all
One for
this?
All itself. Just people helping each other out. And with their help, Deku defeated All for One once and for all, blowing a hole in this huge storm and parting the skies for a brighter future.
Though he did lose his quirk and have to retire from hero
Bro
work,
lost
getting
his
a
quirk?
regular 9 to 5 as a teacher, passing
Oh,
on
nah,
his
man, put
knowledge
those
to the
quirks in
next
the
generation,
bag.
just like every user of One for All before him.
Some might say he peaked in high school. If not for the sick new armor he eventually got to go back to kicking butt, he even made it all the way back near the top of the rankings.
All with the help of his friends. For so long as we keep reaching out our hands to help those in need, everyone can be a hero.
Bro, Miles got this, bro.
Hello, it's me, Store-Bought Benjamin. I know what you're asking.
What is this,
Benjamin,
an ad?
what are you wearing?
Dummy thick.
Yes, that's our mechanical man, GG.
GG's, bro. You Deku, bro, you finna lose.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Ooh, what's the art style they finna use? Common? Is he gonna go to another world? It's gonna be like a safe shit.
Yo! You're more man
Okay,
and
that's
less
hard.
spider than usual.
That shit's tough.
Oh, I was looking for you. Care to show me what you can do?
All right, new guy.
Did I miss
First
something?
lesson,
How the hell is that dude?
don't watch the mouth.
Oh, you got webs too.
Watch the hands.
Now watch mine, Delaware!
Let's try that one more time. Guess who?
I can't use my full power here. Gotta take this somewhere else. Oh, gross!
You got skills, man. I like that.
He destroyed it.
Mierda.
I thought it was like. How was that gonna break? He playing with
I
chains.
moved
I
us
thought it
to
was
an
like a
abandoned part
shadow.
of the city so we can go all out.
Bro, you a
Because I
hero.
always do
Why
my
you breaking
best.
that? He kicked the roof at. I don't even know why I'm. Wait, couldn't he just bust his own moves? If that's canon.
If I'm gonna do my best, I gotta do my own thing.
Yo! Oh, nah, he's going demon time. Not once have I seen his Spidey senses go
Sarah
off.
was right. Your quirk is amazing.
Amazing is my buddy. They call me the ultimate Spider-Man.
There he goes.
His suit has shock absorption, not nullification. So, it's got a limit.
Nah, that's tough. That's tough.
Saito. Death Bang!
Go beyond!
Yo, that shit looks crazy. Look at him packed up. I swear if that's the end, bro. I swear if that's the end.
Spider-Man, you really are the ultimate.
Loser, bro, you just lost. What?
Yo! Vaya con Dios, Aranya Hoven.
Let's start by talking about their superpowers. which
Nah, yeah,
matched
you
up
better
quite
explain
evenly,
this shit, man.
Unsurprisingly, given the not-so-subtle inspiration for Deku's quirks, though they did have some edges over the other.
The spider sense gave Miles more insight on his surroundings and threats than danger sense, which has been worked around before.
This meant Miles's invisibility was harder for danger sense to detect when he wasn't attacking, while the spider sense's radar system allowed him to find Deku in a smokescreen.
He was invisible? I didn't even see that.
But Izuku's other quirks granted him advantages of his own.
Float was a
Bro
lot
just
more
won because he's in the Avatar state, bro. That gotta be the craziest plot armor there is.
mobile than Webs, and Fa Jin gave a bigger boost in strength than Venom did. Since both had some advantages and disadvantages, we're gonna call superpowers a tie.
Next up, speed.
What? Bro, just...
Scaling to Peter, Miles could dodge light speed attacks, which actually outpaced Izuku moving faster than that sniper bullet. Fortunately for Deku though, that wasn't his best.
Thanks to Gear Shift, Deku could speed himself up to match Miles the same way he did to the light-catching Shigaraki. Even worse for Spidey, one touch from Gear Shift could freeze him in place and make dodging totally impossible. So speed goes to Deku.
As for skill, Deku was incredibly talented at analyzing an opponent's abilities and coming up with strategies on the fly.
But Miles' powers and fighting style gave Deku few immediate openings.
Deku may have received more formal formal training at UA, but he was ultimately only active in hero work for a little under
Bro,
a
this
year.
shit got me
Meanwhile,
tight, bro.
Miles has been handling everything from neighborhood crooks to multiverse-ending gods for significantly longer.
It's close, but with his greater experience, skill goes to Miles, and that means the biggest deciding factor is raw strength.
And that was no contest. Miles absorbing the energy of that bomb was nothing to scoff at, but overwhelming power is what One For All is all about.
When
Bro,
Deku defeated All
I
For
don't know
One,
why,
the
I
energy
just feel
needed
like
to
all
part
this
those
is
clouds with his
bullshit.
punch had a yield of 362 billion tons of TNT, smashing the bomb Miles absorbed out of the water.
But it wasn't as simple as that. Miles is wearing a vibranium suit after all. So the question wasn't necessarily who was stronger, it was if Miles' suit was tough enough to continuously absorb Deku's blows.
When the Falcon protected New York from that city-destroying blast, it had a yield of 546 megatons. Impressive, but
Wait. So they're comparing the destruction of the vibranium to, I'm assuming, was the vibranium on Falcon's wings? Is it the wings or is it his whole suit?
defeating All For One was still over 600 times stronger than Vibranium's limit.
And Deku did that with One For All's embers, not the full package.
And remember, the Vibranium in Miles' suit was much thinner
Was
than
that
what Falcon
Batman?
and Black Panther had, making it unlikely it could absorb as strong of a blast.
It's there to provide more protection, sure, but there was no way it could survive all of what Deku could dish out.
In this superpowered battle, it was Izuku's overwhelming speed and immense strength that made him the winning hero.
And the morales of the story is...
The winner is Deku.
Next time on Death Battle.
Was that the Hulk? She-Hulk? Godzilla and versus the Hulk?
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle.
Nah, this dude about to make Godzilla win, bro. Look, Miles got slimed out. I ain't even gonna lie. I feel like Miles he just died because of plot armor. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. They paying these fools out for Deku to win. I'm just throwing some random ass shit, bro. Cause I feel like he had got to have done something else that they ain't even trying to show. I'm not even gonna lie, that shit really got me tight. Bro lost to hand-me-downs, bro. Damn. Bro, what are they even saying? Industry sure. Bro, what? Miles and Deku being friendly towards one another proceeds to brutally kill each other. All Might. Bro, like, are they even talking, bro? Bro, I don't even know anymore, bro. These people out here doing some other shit. Alright. Well, see it. Some bullshit just happened right now.